So I was trying to figure out a topic to talk about. So I asked Jasmine an idea of what to talk about today. It's kind of hard to think of things to talk about on the go, you heard? And she said, kind of give an intro how I got into cycling. So I'm finna do it, you heard? Go. So around probably April last year, or I guess it was January last year, I was running, training pretty hard, like maybe the best shape I've ever been in, and I got injured, and that kind of put me into like a downward spiral. And even before the injury, I was always interested in like cycling and like cross training, but I never had I don't know, like the right kind of bike, I guess, or one that was like fully functioning. So I got injured, continued to fuck myself up more. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start training, but on a bike. So I go online. Well, first, I asked my buddy, Mr. Jeff, like, what kind of bike should I get, man? Like, da-da-da. Cause he's a fucking animal. He's a fucking animal. So he's like, get a road bike, blah, blah, blah. Could probably find a deal on eBay. You just gotta like keep looking, whatever. So I was like, okay. Then I watched this documentary on bike messengers and alley cat races. So naturally, I wanted a track bike. Where the fuck is this? So I got a city district, some track bike, and I was like I googled, I was like, how many miles a day does a bike messenger ride? And it's like 20 to 40 miles a day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta start fucking training. So I start grinding with this fucking track bike with no brakes through the country roads. And I mean, it was fun because I mean, track bikes are really fun, and fixed gear is really fun, but for training, I'd say it's not practical. And I'd also think that's a pretty fair I don't know, opinion. So I ended up messing up my knees riding that fucking fixed gear, doing these rides around the country. Then I was like, you know what, I'm really into this. I'm gonna get a road bike because I'll be able to train how I want to, and I don't know, it just seemed like the logical next step. So I got this bike RC Tri-Band 120 or 500 or I don't fucking know. It honestly doesn't matter. I got this bike and I was like, fuck, this is fucking awesome. This is like riding a fucking SUV. A fucking SUV of a bike. So I started riding this one. I remember I had 23C tires on the fixed gear. Then these were 28, and it came in the mail, and like I sketchily put it together, whatever. And then I felt the tires. I was like, wow, the tires came already filled up. Like, this is crazy. And like I bring it to the bike shop or something. I can't remember what was wrong with it. It's like, yeah, you have like half of the PSI or whatever that you're supposed to in this thing. And I was like, what? And he's like, also, all these parts are like barely even like tightened on your bike. So I was like, damn, it's a little bit embarrassing. So I got a torque wrench. Wow, where the fuck am I at? Anyways, I got a torque wrench. Oh wow, so many cool animals here. Got a pedal wrench, clipless pedals, cleats, and then like cycling shorts with like the pads in them. I was like, wow, I'm so fucking raw. And then I was like, wow, excuse me. I was like, wow, I'm still like partially injured, but I can train a little bit. I was like, dang, I'm gonna do a fucking triathlon because I'm okay at running. Objectively, I'm okay at running, and I really like cycling, and I'm ass at swimming, so it makes sense that I become a triathlete. So I started watching Lionel Sanders and Ari Clow and Sam, I don't know what his actual name is. I don't remember what his actual name is. Sam Go Long, Yo. And I fucking got obsessed with these dudes because I just thought it was so awesome, like the grind of doing 3 workouts, whatever. So I signed up for the Lake Zurich Triathlon, and the sprint distance, and it was the it was a 400 swim. I don't remember how long the bike was supposed to be, maybe 20K. I don't know if that's right. And a 5K run. And I'm training, but really all I'm doing is like bike workouts and a couple 4-mile runs. Cause it's like, I'm gonna go there and get fucked up by some old people. Like, I'm not gonna go that hard preparing for this thing. So the date gets closer and we're like a week out, and they're like, oh, due to road construction, there will be no bike portion, and it will now be a aquathon. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The 2 parts I trained for? But I was just like, kind of just like, whatever, I'll do it. I signed up, paid the fucking fee. I might as well. So I go, and they were like, okay, seed yourself how you think you're gonna like place in the swim. I was on the swim team, and I got the fucking pity clap, so I put myself near the back. So the race starts, whatever. I'm getting fucking kicked in the face, swimming the seaweed and shit. I come out of the water maybe like 25th or worse, and I'm running to the transition zone, and this guy's like, how old are you? And I was like, oh, like blah blah blah, 19. He's like, dude, you're probably like top 3 in your age group. So then I was like, oh shit, no fool. Am I about to fuck around and win? My age group at least? So, put on the shoes, put on the singlet, and I take off. And I'm just reeling people in. This is so hype. And the course is like the run course was pretty decent too. So it gets to the end and I'm like, damn, like, towards the end, and I'm like, damn, I wonder what place I'm in. Because like, it's really hard to tell when you're coming from behind. And I think there was I know there was like a younger lady in the front and then 2 older guys. I was like, I fucking swear, if I get outkicked by one of these fucking old dudes, it's gonna suck. So I'm grinding, whatever, thinking that I'm like, I don't know, 20th still something. Then we get into the park where the finish is, and I realized I'm in first, and they're like, before he's like, if you're doing the sprint triathlon, don't do another lap around the park because you're only doing a 5K. And he kept saying that, so I was like, oh, so I should probably run straight towards the finish line. So I fucking run off the course. I literally run the wrong way into the finish line. Then this guy runs out of the water. He's like, no, turn around. I'm like, shit. So I turn back, get back on course where I got off, and the like one of the old guys I passed was there. He's like, damn, that was my only chance to beat you. I was like, oof, that's tough, little fool. And so I did that, and that was fucking awesome. Yeah, so I'm undefeated in aquathons. Trying to think of any other things that got me into it. Oh, I did this, I made this route called the Tour des Chabands, and I thought it was like so sick, and this like grueling thing. I think it's like 50 miles, 40 miles. So I did that a couple of times. I did the Tour des K3, which was a 2-day, 3-stage race amongst myself. I don't know, I just think it's fun. And also I like how you can go so far. Ah, damn. So far on a bike compared to running with like the same amount of like strain, I guess. Next, I was getting ready to go off to college to run for a team. So I kind of felt like I couldn't ride my bike as much as I wanted to because I was supposed to be like this runner or whatever. So I completely dropped it and started focusing only on running again. And eventually I got tired of that. So at the end of the cross country season, I met these guys at the bike shop in Decatur, and he's like, I guess first of all, the my first introduction per se to cyclocross was the bike shop in like back at home, and guy working there was like oh, like blah blah blah, like it's the most fun you can have as an adult with your clothes on. I was like, fuck, I'm in. So he's like, the guy in Decatur's like, there's a cyclocross course literally 2 miles away, like we go every Wednesday, whatever, you should come. Or he didn't say you should come. I was like, can I come? And he was like, yeah. I never ended up going with them, but I did go to the course a few times, and that was really awesome. And I feel like my bike handling is a lot better from it. I stopped because I really don't like having to clean my bike, and it seemed like my bike kept getting like all fucked up, and I don't know. I ended up stopping. Then I was just like cycling around Decatur, Illinois, which was like super fun compared to riding back home. Like, I guess I'm riding through a resort right now, so it's not like that fucking crazy, but compared to riding on the country roads with no cars or anything, this is awesome. Decatur was awesome, and it was just therapeutic. Like cycling is like, in my opinion, like the perfect balance between like work and play, I guess. Like, yes, it can be a workout, but at the same time, like, riding a bike is just such like a childish thing, I would say, like, in the best way possible. And I love that. But at the same time, it still makes me feel fit. That basically leads up to now, starting up this channel and riding around Florida. Hope you enjoyed my story of my relationship with riding a bike.